Today we review Souke's thermal deep winter jerseys. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Velo Harmony. In today's review we take a look at two products we just got in from Souke. We introduced a long sleeve jersey earlier, but they were not lined. This is lined with fleece. Although that other jersey was heavy, I kind of recommended down to 5C. I mean, you can always layer them, but we received these just the other day from Souke, and they're touting them as their long sleeve jerseys for deep winter. They're lined with fleece, according to what the contact said. So we're going to find out what's in there. We got them in two colorways here. This they call burgundy, I believe, but looks almost kind of a dark brown or red brown. It's an unusual color. Let's see if they put the name on here. I'll put the model number in post-production. I'll also put in the description the link to this jersey. They call this red, which I thought they had called it burgundy, but it's really, in person, it looks more brown than red. It's an unusual color. It's kind of nice, but I mean, I'd call it more like a dark red or reddish brown. You know, it's not quite burnt orange. But let's look at what it's made of. Let me cut this tag off. The styling is similar to the one I reviewed earlier. I will put the link to that video here in post-production. But what I noticed that's different is that the material is lined with fleece, which makes it a lot warmer than the other one. And they've got the same band to keep the contents of the pockets in place on the rear. It's just very nice and soft, like very soft, fleecy material that's in there. High quality zipper, real easy to work. It looks like a YKK style zipper. It might be the YKK brand, but they've got Souke on there, because and then they've got a security pocket with a neat little pull cord here. Very good height. You can get a phone in there. You can even stand a phone in there. I always like to do that. And the pocket is ventilated. There's a different material in there. That's important because you don't want the pockets to get too hot when you put stuff in there. So plus having that material in there continues the wicking process from the inside out. So inside the pocket, you can see that as a wicking material. That's just for this one with the security pocket. The middle one on the bottom, they've got the wicking material, which makes sense. All of that for ventilation, and it's kind of almost like an accordion style pocket. So as you load it, it's going to go out, and then when you unload it, it's flat against you. I like that. So they put a lot of thought into this. There's a reflector in the middle here. It's a huge reflector, at least about 3 inches. And then they got Souke Keep Pedaling in the back. And they got the Souke logo. Very nice touch. It has reflective materials on it. So if light hits it, it's going to pop. So let me put it on and so you can see the fit. The pockets are reinforced. All their jerseys that I've received have reinforced pockets. You can see that. That's important because I load my pockets. So I can already tell that this material is a little warmer than the other one. I'm wearing kind of a light base layer here, long sleeve. Rafa makes, for example, a thermal base layer that I use when it's really, really cold. So depending on the base layer you wear, these things can go really, really far. And then you can even put a gilet with them on top of them. Let's see here. I like the length of the sleeves. I've been impressed with the length because some of my other jerseys, not from Souke, sometimes you put on certain gloves, they don't maintain that gap, and you don't want air coming in here when it's very cold. So I like that. You can see how that sits on my wrist, and you have extra material here because when you get in a riding position, sometimes these things ride up, and you don't want that pulling that away. I like how it grabs my wrist, fits very well. So the sizing is really good. The material feels very silky. Good quality material. Hugs your body. I'm trying to get this together just to see how it actually feels when you wear it. So it's a glove fit, which I like. I can actually feel the compression right here. And then in the riding position, it just basically disappears. So when you're standing, it's very tight up here. When you get down here, it almost relaxes. I like what they're doing with their jerseys. They've come a long way. You can see that's the band I was talking about. And the pockets billow when you load them up. I'm gonna load up these guys just so you can kind of get a feel. This I carry all the time in the middle. I put the camera here usually. A little bit of food here. That's nice. And then during the winter, like if the temperature changes, you end up putting like gloves or whatever else that you're going to be taking off. Or if you take out your arm warmers or your knee warmers, you can see how they look. What I do like is the way it holds your waist. The waist fits really well. There's a band in the front that goes around there. There's a band, just a little elastic, not very. And then you've got this silicone band down here that really keeps everything in place. Not much else to say. It is warmer than the other one that they sent. So for this, I would probably wear it, let's say, from about 5 Celsius and lower. I can wear it above 5 Celsius, but I would use a short sleeve base layer with it, or no base layer at all if it's going well into like 15C and so forth. So that's how you kind of have to think about your jerseys. It's nice to have something that you can wear in the very cool temperatures as well as when things warm up, because that's the norm for us. It starts cold and it warms up throughout the day. So I like the breathability that this comes with. I put this on and I zip it up and I'm comfortable. I'm not getting hot. That lets me know it's very breathable. And that's their focus. When I deal with them, I look at the materials when they bring them, and I basically want to make sure, or am I going to boil in it, or is it breathable? So they're not going for just heavy stuff. They're going for a warm, breathable fabric. And that's what you want to look for in your cycling garments. So you can't go wrong with that. I will put the links, as I said earlier, in the description. They have several colors of them. They call this a WJ because they've got the ones that are not fleece lined. This is a WJ1207 RCPM. That's the model number. But you can just search for their fleece jerseys on their site or use the links in here. If you use the links in here, you get an additional discount. And I believe they're going to be having their Black Friday sales, which you can save up to like 50%. So definitely use those links and get yourself a copy. This will definitely get you through the harshest winters. And you can always, now because of this fit, you can always put a gilet on. You can always put a jacket over it if you wanted to. So it's very, very versatile. It can be a mid layer or an outer layer, okay? To that effect, let nothing stop you from getting your K's in.